some, but not all, studies comparing Moderna and Pfizer. These are real world data and real world evidence studies, suggest that the rate of myocarditis, this inflammation of the heart, which has been relatively mild, but it's still a side effect, is somewhat higher with Moderna than it is with Pfizer. The rates of myocarditis are highest after the second dose of the primary series of the mRNA vaccine. And what went into our consideration of boosters is that the rates after a third dose, a booster dose, appear to be lower than after the second dose, and in fact, much closer to the rates after the first dose. The rate of myocarditis in men somewhere in the age of 18 to 24 is probably somewhere between 1 in 5,000 and 1 in 10,000 with Moderna. The exact number, I can't tell you because it depends on what study you're using. Myocarditis sounds like a scary word. It is, but myocarditis has a range from mild, which is basically something that is only almost a laboratory abnormality, to something that's really bad that you're in intensive care unit for. These cases, 98% of these were the really mild form, where the most common things given to people were pain medicines like acetaminophen or a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. So just to give you an idea, we don't dismiss this. Don't get me wrong. We still take it as a serious thing. But I'm just trying to say that in terms of the spectrum of side effects, thankfully, it's a mild finding. That potential risk has to be balanced against the benefit. And in the setting of rising number of cases here, and in the setting of certain states that are reporting that a third of their hospitalized individuals are older individuals who were vaccinated last January through March, making sure that people get boosted does seem to make sense here. The direction is not a good one. People are going inside more, and next week happens to be the largest travel week of the year. So it probably makes sense to do whatever we can here to try to turn the tide of a potential another bump of cases of COVID-19.